the 8th annual Wheels on Wyandotte in the heart of Old Riverside. It's the little show that grew, and on this day there were about 270 or more cars. We'll have a more detailed look at this pickup later in the video. Cars like Fred's 1958 Pontiac Parisienne that he once owned years ago and rediscovered by accident. There wasn't much left of it except twisted metal and rust.
I found it 2 years before I retired by accident in a junkyard in Ruthven. And 2 years after that, 3 years after that, Bob Chauvin got wind that I had it. He wanted to buy what was left of it. And he wanted it for his 50th wedding anniversary. He said, after that, the car's going up for sale. So I said, don't look for a buyer, you already got one.
It's stories like this that make these car shows so interesting, along with dancing cops and friends along Old Riverside Town Center. That's so much fun. Let's go for a walk and look at some of the cars that were here.
Don't stop the music!
What a nice-looking Chevelle. It's running a 327, and this looks to me like about a 59 Studebaker Hawk in great condition. There's a 64 Ford Fastback. It's got a 390 under the hood. George was here with his 63 split-window Corvette. This car is all original, including a 327 and 4-speed. Garrow came along with his beautiful 57 Chevy convertible. Garrow bought this car pretty much as you see it. It's in great shape. This is what you might call a Dodge Go Faster. A nice little Mini. And here's Roy's 67 Austin Healey 3000 made in late 66. This was the last year for this model. There's Sam's 69 Dodge RT with a 440 engine. Marshall's Charger is also equipped with a 440 and a 6-pack. There's Virginia's 69 Morgan. What a beauty. Here is my contribution, a 62 Olds Starfire with a 394. How about this Charger, powered by a 383? The interior is just as nice as the exterior. That's Al's 68 Chevelle. Larry's 37 flatback sedan. Elmer showed off his 56 Meteor Niagara. Great three-tone paint on this car. Now, here's Bob's 56 Crown Vic. It's running a 312 and 3 speeds on the floor. I don't know who owns this LeBaron GTC, but it's up for sale. Here's a 2015 Mustang GT with a 5-liter engine. Bob's 69 Chevy Nova SS. There's Harold's 65 Ford pickup. Sean brought along his 2016 Hellcat. This is a real monster of a car. It's a Red Key Special, and it goes like... well, you know what it goes like. Here's another fast mover. It's a 2018 Demon owned by Rick. This 2013 Charger SRT is owned by Diane. It's running a 6.41-liter Hemi, and it's a daily driver. There's Bill's blue 2010 Charger RT. My goodness, the cars are coming in fast and furious. Here's Brian's 2010 Corvette. A tip of the hat to the Corvette Club, always well represented here. And a quick look away to see this arriving, cool-looking Firebird. What a car. This is a fresh off the assembly line 2019 Corvette. This 52 Ford may look like a sedate family car, but it's running a powerful 390 engine. Here comes Jim in a 50th anniversary 53 Ford Sunliner. It was a gift to his wife from her mother. Hi guys, thanks for coming. Here's our friend Ken, and this is his 98 Corvette that he bought from his sister. Ken says there's something special about driving this car. We'll talk with a few car owners in a minute, but first, let's see a few more cars. Keith's Saskatchewan barn find. It's running a 383 and factory 4-speed. Let's have a look at the interior. There's George's 64 Mercury hardtop. This 66 Dodge Dart is fitted out with a 273 and it's up for sale. And here's Bob's 62 Chevy Impala. The body needs attention, but it looks to be reasonably sound for restoration. Someone put a 4-speed in it. It's not original. And it's got a 409 badge, but I can't confirm it's got a 409 under the hood. Okay, let's look at a few more individual automobiles for more details. This is Ron's 2000 customized Chevy step-side pickup. It features two-tone fluorescent green paint, custom suicide doors, a custom grille with hidden headlights. That's a Cummins diesel engine. Let's have a look inside. Custom race seats and a custom stainless dash. It's got 24-inch custom wheels. In fact, everything about this pickup is custom. Let's move on. Let me introduce you to Hong. She's with Greg helping to show off his 55 Chevy sedan delivery. Oh, there's Greg, checking out the engine. Hi to you too. Greg bought this car at auction in California and drove it home with no problems. These sedan deliveries are pretty scarce. This is Bob's 46 Ford pickup. If I remember correctly, it used to be his dad's pickup. There's something special here. Here's Dave's 72 Chevelle. He bought it pretty much as you see it, with restoration done by the previous owner. Now Jim's 150 Chevy Post. Brandon's 87 Dodge Ram. Jerry's 56 Chevy that he bought for $50 many years ago. It needed a full restoration, and it got it. Stan's owned this 65 Super Sport since new. It's got a 327 and factory 4-speed. He took it all apart in his driveway and put it back together again. Let's stop the video again for a look at Joe's 1960 Monarch hardtop, an absolutely beautiful car. Only 767 of these two-door hardtops were made in 1960. The factory price on this only made-in-Canada car was a tad under $3,500. What's really cool about this car is it was purchased brand new by Joe's dad, and Joe is now taking good care of it. Here's John's 81 Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. Leroy brought his 54 Chevy pickup. Now a look at Joe's great-looking 72 Olds 442. It's got a 350 under the hood. Joe has owned this car for 20 years. Years ago, Brian owned a 73 Cutlass Supreme, and when the chance came, he bought another one.
Yeah, I used to own a 73 Cutlass Supreme, and this is what I've always wanted to get, so that's what I have. That's what I have now again. So it's a nice riding car.
I doubt there's anyone in our car group who doesn't know Nick's beautiful 59 Cadillac. Everyone wants to look inside. Nick has done a little mild customizing to make this car his own. No big changes, just little touches here and there. Windsor and LaSalle Police are always willing to be participants at our car shows. Thanks for being here, guys. The classic cars shown here are actually owned and displayed by the 2 police departments. This is Bill's 65 Chevy convertible. I had a chance to talk with Bill.
I found it locally 5 years ago out in Lighthouse Cove, just out by Tilbury on the lake.
This car was partially restored when Bill bought it, but he finished the job.
I had the engine rebuilt. It's the original 283, the baby V8, and all the numbers match.
Here's Jim's 66 Mustang 2+2 Fastback. I had a chance to talk with Jim as well.
It's been altered a bit. It's basically a tribute car to the Hertz rent-a-cars that they produce, and basically it's a good cruiser. There's really nothing special about it. It's a 289 automatic, and it has all the right colors to it. So it's a fun car.
Next door is John's 79 Caballero. For those who have never heard of a Caballero, here's John.
Yeah, it's GMC versions of the El Camino. It's like a sported up version. It's got a 350 in it, automatic. It's a nice ride car. It's a lot of fun to drive.
Next in line is Jim's 68 California Special. What's that, you may ask? Well, here's Jim.
Well, they made 4,180 of these cars back in 1968. The dealers took the parts off of the shelf, and they wanted to stimulate more sales.
Under the hood is a standard 289, but Jim's hopped it up a bit for a bit more power. He bought this car from his dad back in 1980 for $1,000. And finally, here's Wayne's 55 Studebaker Champion made in Hamilton. It's running a 225 V8. Notice the breather off to one side to allow the hood to close. Well, we've seen a lot of cars, not all of them. It's time to go. I know I'm leaving so many beautiful automobiles out of this video, but it's already running too long. Thanks for viewing. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, we'll see you at the car shows and cruise nights.